Alright, YouTube. So, I was just sitting here, thinking about stuff. So I figured, nothing really going on outside today. Of course, I'm going to go on a run later on, as I usually do every day. So I figured, why not just go ahead and make a video? Um, I guess today I'm just going to show you, you know, some of the manga I'm currently in the process of reading. Nothing major. I'm not going to really review it stuff too much. I'm just going to sort of like, alright, just going to sort of, kind of give you a glimpse of the things that I'm into. Here we go. So, you know, I have a very big manga collection, as you can probably imagine, but this is just like a small portion of it. Most of it, the rest of it now is pretty much packed away, getting ready to ship. But just sort of stuff like this, for example. Uh, Again, I'm not really gonna review all these at once. I'm just gonna sort of like briefly talk about them. Just trying to make this a thumbnail. But okay, so Sergeant Frog. Um, when I was first reading Sergeant Frog, they didn't really come out with as many volumes. Very slow on it. But here in Korea, Sergeant Frog, Keroro Gunso, it's pretty popular. A lot of kids like it. They also like One Piece. One Piece is huge here. I don't really know why, but it is. Then we got ones like Soul Eater. It's good manga. It's it's kind of funny. It's got some humor in it. It's kind of a bit of a dark humor, but not It's definitely. Oh, it's Yen Press. It's Yen Plus. It's actually more like a adventure type of thing. Like, yeah, there's this guy. He eats souls, whatever. He wants to become the Grim Reaper's side or whatever. It's a really fun adventure. I look forward to talking about this in the future. I'm already on volume 4. I don't want to just go into it and be like, it's like volume 30 or something out there, and I haven't, really got into it. Same deal with the Golgo 13. Kind of old, but the drawings are very realistic. It talks about real life events. It's basically an assassin, but it's a very good explicit content, sort of like this one. Yes, Black Lagoon. A lot of cussing, a lot of action, a lot of fun. Can't wait to get into that. Well, alright, volume 5. Can't wait to review that. Night School, an American. Well, she's actually Russian, but an English-speaking manga. I'm looking forward to. Actually, I was going to do a video about English-speaking English manga, which I will talk about pretty soon. Um, you know, but also here's now not all. Which actually this brings me to another point. Great manga, but not all the best manga artists are Japanese. In this case, it's a person who is Russian. I've read some by people who are American, and this one right here, Black God. Some of you may know it as not Kenji, Kuro Kami. My mistake. Kuro Kami, created by Koreans. Very good. Let's see, story by Da Young Lim and art by Sungwoo Park. Awesome stuff. Very good, that one. But we also got some old school ones, like Spiral. I'm looking forward to reading this because it's about detectives, so it seems. Volume 1. If you like Yu Yu Hakusho, Flame of Recca, it's like a ninja version of Yu Yu Hakusho. Pumpkin Scissors, military. I like military manga too. I could have sworn I read this volume years ago, but you know, bookstores closing down and whatnot, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of decent manga. This one actually, if you liked Trigun, this one. It's called Blood Blockade Battlefront. Very good, very fast action. A lot of monsters, yokai, and whatnot. Awesome stuff. Very good stuff. But of course, where would manga be without its tales of ninja of old Japan? So for that, we've got. I'm holding it right. Ninja Girls, romantic story regarding ninja and kunoichi. I don't think this takes place in old Japan. It looks like it does. Well, I don't want to look too into it because I'll spoil the story. But this one right here, I started a couple years ago. I tried to turn my friends onto it, but they weren't buying it. Chili Samurai. Uh, it's a samurai. You can probably guess he eats a lot of chilies. That's where a lot of his strength comes from. But it goes a little bit more in depth than that. I haven't read it in a while, so when I do read this, I'll be sure to let you know. Um, it's a lot like Samurai Champloo, but not so much. Now they actually do work with a ninja. That much I do remember. Um, this is a new one that I just sort of picked up just for the hell of it because I also want a normal manga that's not about giant robots, ninjas, or weird monsters or guys with spiky hair blasting each other into space. High school girls. You can see the kanji for it, and I need to practice. Gakusei. I call. Anyway, yeah. This one seems pretty normal. Just a story about high school girls. Parental advisory is mature. It's probably a joke because it's about mature things and not necessarily sexual. Just mature things about coming of age, kind of like Lucky Star, which I will talk about at some point. And finally, I've already talked about Trinity Blood Volume 2. Yeah. So pretty much that about does it as far as manga goes. Making brilliant progress with my kanji cards. I'm almost finished with this box. 448. Yeah, and I know about 350 other characters, if not more. I accidentally went over to the wrong side and studied the wrong characters for a week. I mean, I got the characters now. I got them memorized, but it's just accidentally sort of didn't go exactly to plan. But I still got the material, so it works. Um, so yeah, pretty much that's just there's a small portion of my manga collection. I haven't read any of this yet, although I am in the midst of reading Kuro Kami and Sergeant Frog. But yeah, legally purchased manga, all online. Because when the bookstores fail, the online stores won't. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. That's just a little sample of my manga collection.